Hello and welcome to the latest video in the eToro tutorial series. This is how to open a position. So first of all, what we do is up to the top search bar here, we'll find a stock. So first of all, it's currently 1:15 in the UK, so the US markets are not open yet. So I'm going to go to a stock that is currently open. This is a UK stock. And what we'll do, first of all, we'll just click on the actual company itself so you can see. So Scottish Mortgage Trust, we can see here that currently the market is open for this stock. Okay, and I'll go over being open and closed in just a moment. So when it's open and we're going to buy it, come over to the trade button, you click trade, and then you've got a choice of either buying or selling. Now this is called shorting. This is not to close a position that you already have, okay? And that's something I'll go over in another video. So to buy a position, we just make sure that this section is on buy. You then have a couple of different options here. We can either do it straight away at the current market price, or we can set a order, in which case what it is we're saying we want to buy a specific price. So for example, if you think that this stock is going to keep dropping a little bit further, and actually what you want to do is maybe buy it when the price hits 1,150. So just a couple points down. So you could set that, and then that would mean that when the price falls to that will then open your position. There's no guarantee that that price will ever happen. So if the price doesn't drop to that, your position will not open. So that's just something to be aware of. I personally never bother using the order. I just buy it at its current price. So from there, you then have the option of how much you're going to buy. Now, first of all, this one's currently in dollars, so this is the amount of money that you want to invest. So for example, this is set as buying with $5,320. Okay, what you can do instead, if you want to, is you can switch it to units, which means how many shares of this company that you're going to buy. Okay, so at the moment we're talking about 319 shares of this. Okay, and if you have a look here, you will see GBX, which basically means that this stock, this price is in British pence. So it's £11.85. So that's why we can buy a certain amount of them, and it would be a different amount in dollars. Okay. So we'll go to a dollar stock in a minute to make it a little bit easier to understand with that direct numbers and units. Again, personally, I don't actually bother using units because I don't see it makes any sense. For me, I'm always focused on the amount of money that I'm using. So for example, I might be buying $5,000 worth of this stock. So you put your value in there, you then come down to this section. So leverage, 1 times leverage, this means that you are just buying the actual stock. There's no difference, this is just a standard transaction with no leverage. However, if you click this, you then get these options. And what this basically does is, what happens is you borrow money to buy extra stocks. So for example, with this, rather than it being $5,000 worth of this stock, what we're actually buying is $1,000 of this stock. Okay, so do you see this timesing it by 2? Just like if we would do this one, this would be, and you can see it here, exposure $25,000. Okay, 5 times 5 is 25, so $25,000 worth of stock. Now, this should only really be used once you're very confident in what you're doing and once you know what the market is doing. Without a lot of experience, these can be very, very risky. Okay, so first of all, we'll just start with the standard. Okay, so we've got $5,000 with 1 times leverage. You've then got your stop loss here. So you can set this stop loss, and there's a video I've got on how to set your stop loss and how to take your profit, and I'll leave that for that video. So you can check that out if you want to understand setting a stop loss and taking your profit. There'll also be another video on leverage as well, so I'll leave that video there for your leverage. So once you've decided you've got $5,000, you want to buy it with no leverage, all you do is click open trade. And then you see you get like a little notification here. And then what should happen is when you click on your portfolio, you should be able to find the position that you've just opened. And you see there today's date, today's time. Click on the position, look, there it is. Okay, now something else just to be aware of is that within this screen you also have sell and buy. Now remember that this is under a new trade, okay, new trade to sell and to buy. This does not mean that if you click this that you will sell your existing position. This is how you close that position. If you do this, this is opening a new trade. So if you're on this screen, you're like, hey, actually, I want to buy some more of this stock. You just click on the buy there and you're back to this screen. If you wanted to do that with a stock that is, for example, not yet open, so we can see here Tesla market is closed. When we click on trade, you'll see that you can either set it at the market and you can set a rate. Okay, so same as before, you're either going to buy it at the price that it's showing at, or you can buy it at a fixed price. Now be aware, if you were to do this at market price, okay, and this is the last, when the market is closed, the price shown is the last price it was before the market closed. This is not the price that you're buying at. Okay, this is very, very important. This is not the price that you're going to buy at if the market's closed and you click at market. Okay, what happens is when the markets are closed, the price can still fluctuate. You just can't buy or sell any units. So what can happen is when the market opens, the price could be much lower, it could be much higher. And if you want to know the pre-market, it's called the pre-market and the post-market price. You can use the Yahoo Finance app, or you can just Google stock price and then the company's name. That should then bring it up on Google and you should see the pre-market and the post-market price. So that's what happens when the market opens. It would then buy as soon as it's able to at the market price, which could be any price whatsoever. Okay, and then again, as I've said before, this is the units, the leverage, etc. So all of this is exactly the same. The only thing that is different is the at market. Okay, and so obviously you can just click to set an order and that will order to open when the market opens. Okay, remember again, like I said, if you set it at a specific rate, it will only do that if the price hits that rate. So for example, we could go, oh, I'll tell you what, I'll buy it when the market dips. I'll buy it at 710. And if the market opens and it opens above that or below that price, it will not open. It's only if it actually hits that price. Right, so I think that's everything. And if you've got any questions, please by all means leave comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.